The Marvellous Toy Emporium. Chapter 1. Leo and his lonely games. Leo lived in a town where the houses were painted in shades of grey and beige. Even the sky seemed to forget how to be blue most days. But inside Leo's small bedroom, the world exploded with colour. With cardboard boxes, mismatched socks, and a wild imagination, Leo built kingdoms, spaceships, and underwater cities. He loved inventing games, ones where teddy bears became brave knights and plastic dinosaurs ruled the land. But Leo played alone. Making friends was trickier than building a rocket ship out of cereal boxes. The other children in town seemed more interested in their shiny gadgets, and less in Leo's fantastical worlds. One blustery autumn afternoon, a flyer fluttered against Leo's window. It was an announcement from the legendary Mr. Sparkle, the owner of the Marvellous Toy Emporium. The Emporium was a place whispered about in hushed tones, a place where toys came to life and dreams took flight. But it had been closed for years, shrouded in mystery. The flyer declared that Mr. Sparkle had hidden 5 golden coins inside ordinary toy grab bags sold at the local market. Whoever found the coins would win a private tour of the Emporium and a chance to see its wonders. Leo's heart leaped. He had to try. Chapter 2. The Market and the Coin. The next day, Leo raced to the market. Stalls overflowed with pumpkins, apples, and colourful scarves. But Leo's eyes were fixed on a small stall with Mr. Sparkle's logo, a winking star, emblazoned on its front. A mountain of toy grab bags sat on the table, each filled with unknown treasures. Leo clutched his pocket money, a gift from his grandma, and bought a bag. He tore it open, his fingers trembling with excitement. Inside he found a plastic whistle, a bouncy ball, and a small, tarnished coin. Disappointment washed over him. Just ordinary trinkets. But then, something caught his eye. Nestled at the bottom of the bag was another coin, gleaming gold in the dim light. It was heavier than it looked, and embossed with Mr. Sparkle's winking star. A golden coin! Leo couldn't believe his luck. He clutched the coin tightly and ran back to the stall, where a kindly woman with rainbow-streaked hair confirmed his prize. He was going to the Marvellous Toy Emporium. Chapter 3. The Emporium Awaits. A week later, a shiny purple bus arrived to collect Leo and the other golden coin winners. As the bus rumbled towards its destination, Leo peeked at his fellow travelers. There was a girl with a tablet, a boy with expensive sneakers, and twins dressed in matching designer outfits. Leo felt a pang of nervousness. He didn't quite fit in. Finally, the bus pulled up to a towering building that sparkled like a giant Christmas tree. The Marvellous Toy Emporium. Its windows glowed with a warm, inviting light, and the air hummed with the sound of laughter and music. The doors swung open, revealing a world beyond Leo's wildest dreams. His adventure was about to begin. Chapter 4. A world of wonders. Stepping inside the Emporium was like stepping into a rainbow. Giant lollipops hung from the ceiling, and toy trains chugged along tracks suspended in mid-air. The air smelled of candy floss and adventure. A figure emerged from the swirling colors. Mr. Sparkle himself. He was even more eccentric than Leo had imagined. He wore a top hat covered in blinking lights, a waistcoat adorned with mismatched buttons, and shoes that squeaked with every step. "Welcome, welcome, my dear coin holders!" Mr. Sparkle exclaimed, his eyes twinkling. "I am so thrilled to have you here at the Marvellous Toy Emporium. Prepare to have your imaginations ignited." He clapped his hands, and a robot with mismatched arms and a slightly dented head rolled forward. "This is RoboBuddy 3000, or RB3 for short. He will be your guide today." RB3 beeped and whirred. "Greetings, humans. Prepare for fun," the tour began. First, they visited the Room of Flying Wonders, where teddy bears with tiny propellers zipped through the air, performing aerial acrobatics. Then, they explored the Hall of Self-Building Castles, where Lego bricks assembled themselves into magnificent fortresses. Leo was mesmerized. He had never seen anything like it. The other children, however, seemed less impressed. The girl with the tablet was busy taking pictures, the boy with the sneakers complained that the castles weren't high-tech enough, and the twins whispered about how last season the toys were. Chapter 5. The Imagination Test. Mr. Sparkle led them to a large, empty room. "Now, my dears," he announced, "it's time for a little test. This is the imagination station. I want you to create a brand new game, using only the materials provided. He gestured to a table piled high with cardboard boxes, paint, glitter, string, and various other craft supplies. The other children groaned. Crafts? How boring! The twins whined. The girl with the tablet said, I don't do analog games. The boy with the sneakers just shrugged. Leo, however, felt a spark of excitement. This was his element. He grabbed a cardboard box and started sketching ideas. He imagined a game where players had to navigate a cardboard maze, avoiding glitter monsters and collecting string stars. As the other children grumbled and complained, Leo worked diligently, his imagination running wild. RB3, who had been quietly observing, rolled over to Leo and offered a helping hand, beeping encouragingly. Together, they built a fantastic maze, complete with colorful decorations and tricky obstacles. When it was time to present their games, Leo was the only one who had created something truly unique and imaginative. Chapter 6. A Lesson in Sharing. Next, Mr. Sparkle took them to the sharing garden, a beautiful outdoor space filled with blooming flowers and buzzing bees. In the center of the garden was a giant picnic blanket laden with delicious treats. Now, my dears, Mr. Sparkle said, it's time to share. I want you to divide these treats fairly among yourselves. The other children immediately grabbed for the biggest and best treats, jostling and arguing over who deserved what. The twins snatched the chocolate cake, the girl with the tablet hoarded the lollipops, and the boy with the sneakers grabbed all the fizzy drinks. Leo, however, hesitated. He took a small cookie and offered it to RB3, who couldn't eat it but beeped appreciatively. Then, he offered some fruit to the bees, buzzing around the flowers. Mr. Sparkle smiled. Kindness and generosity are the sweetest treats of all, he said. One by one, the other children were eliminated from the tour for their selfishness and lack of imagination. Soon only Leo remained. Chapter 7. The True Prize. Mr. Sparkle led Leo to a hidden room at the heart of the Emporium. The room was filled with blueprints, prototypes, and half-finished toys. It was Mr. Sparkle's workshop, the place where all the magic began. Leo, Mr. Sparkle said, his voice soft, you have shown remarkable imagination, kindness, and a true love for toys. You see, the golden coins weren't just about finding a ticket to the Emporium, they were about finding someone who understands the true meaning of play. He paused, his eyes twinkling. I am getting old, Leo. I need someone to help me keep the Emporium running. Someone who can create new toys that inspire joy and wonder. Leo, would you consider becoming my apprentice? Leo's heart soared. This was more than he could have ever dreamed of. Mr. Sparkle, he said, I would be honored. Chapter 8. A New Beginning. And so, Leo became Mr. Sparkle's apprentice. He spent his days in the workshop, learning the secrets of toy making, and inventing new games. He created toys that encouraged friendship, toys that sparked imagination, and toys that brought people together. He even helped RB3 get a new body and a fresh coat of paint. RB3 became his loyal assistant, helping him with his inventions and keeping him company. Leo learned that the best toys weren't the most expensive or the most high-tech. They were the ones that came from the heart, the ones that inspired creativity and kindness. He also learned that making friends wasn't as hard as he thought. By sharing his imagination and his kindness, he found a place where he belonged. And as the years went by, Leo carried on Mr. Sparkle's legacy, making the Marvellous Toy Emporium a place where dreams came to life, and where everyone, no matter how lonely, could find a friend. The end. Thank you for listening. Please consider subscribing and like the video.